Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Aaron.
And this is our first ever episode of the Gear Up Show. We're just talking about all things EDC and design and whatever else we feel like.
Since this is our first show, perhaps some introductions are in order.
Okay, well, I'm Mike Scully. I'm the founder and lead designer at Lever Gear. And my background is in industrial design and mechanical engineering. So basically everything I say on the show can be pretty much construed as 100% fact.
And I'm Aaron, and I ship things.
So if you're unfamiliar with Lever Gear, we're a small team of designers and gear lovers who we make premium quality EDC tools and equipment. And we started with our first product, which is called the Tool Card Pro. We launched that on Kickstarter a few years ago, currently launching our second and third products now.
So basically, we're deep into EDC. We love this stuff, so we wanted to make a show to talk about it.
So our first product we've chosen to review is the Muncher from Full Windsor. We chose it because it's a really functional and useful product, and the design is really well executed.
And because we added it to the store on our website.
Yeah, and that too. So Full Windsor is a small, innovative outdoor products brand, and they're based in LA. They were founded, I believe, in 2011 by a New Zealand-based product designer named Mark Windsor. They're a really cool company to work with, I think, just because they're a lot like Lever Gear, and that they kind of are really design-focused and focus on innovation and that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I feel like they also have a strong consumerist, anti-just throw it away sort of mentality. So.
Sure, right. So they're designing and developing products that are just built to last and use the best materials, really functional stuff that you're going to want to keep
and not toss out like a plastic cup.
Keep the crap out of the landfills, that kind of thing. So we're really happy to be working with them. And as we discussed, this is the product we're going to be reviewing today. It is the Muncher, and I think it's pretty much undisputed that the greatest invention of the 20th century was the spork. It's part spoon, part fork, all rolled into one, and finally people were able to eat chunky soup with just one utensil.
Yeah.
What they've done with the Muncher is they've taken the spork and they added a bunch of functionality to it in a really cool lightweight package. They added a knife, a can opener, bottle opener, and a bunch of other tools that we're going to be talking about. So.
Absolutely. Potato peeler.
Sure. Okay, so we're going to start with an unboxing of the Muncher because apparently lots of people on YouTube like to see products unboxed. So
it's not actually going to be an unboxing video because, as all millennials know, unboxing is really when you're living vicariously through someone else who has received something in the mail and you're opening up from the mail.
Okay.
It's not unboxing.
So it's not unboxing. It's actually a re-unboxing since we already opened it, and it's not even that since we already threw out the packaging. But anyway, let's take a look. Anyway, it's kind of a cool package. You can tell they're very sort of like outdoors oriented. There's like a little topo map on here, and a bunch of instructions are actually on the box with all of the features that they have, so they don't need extra instructions on the inside. And it's kind of open. There's no plastic in the packaging, so you can see the product, you can touch it, and you kind of know what you're getting. But if we just open it up here, let's see. You can slide this all out, and on top is the Muncher, and also comes with a carrying case. This is a cool material. I think it's called Hypalon.
Yeah, Hypalon.
It's basically they make a lot of inflatable boats and stuff like that out of it. So it's really tough. It's durable. And it's built for the elements, so it's not going to kind of fall apart in the sun.
Yes, it's UV resistant, I believe.
It's UV resistant. It comes with a little carabiner, so you can clip this on here and then kind of clip it to your bag or wherever you want to carry it. And then also one of their key features is the sort of the what are we calling this? A ferro rod?
Yeah, a ferro rod or a flint, depending on your vernacular.
Like a flint and steel to start fires with. So that's built right in this, and it's part of the tool. So if you're going to be cooking and eating with it, you might as well be able to start your fire with it.
Absolutely.
As well. So. Do you want to go over some of the specs?
Sure. So it has formally 10 functions. It's a spork, the serrated butter knife, which we have speculated is just like so it can be TSA compliant.
Right. They make a point to call it a butter knife, I guess, so you know that it's not like super sharp, even though it is kind of sharp. But
yeah,
but it's, technically it's maybe TSA compliant, but they don't recommend trying to bring it on a plane because I bet this would get stolen.
Yeah, just check it.
Yeah, check your bags.
So then we have a can opener, a bottle opener, which I believe also doubles as the peeler for vegetables. The fire starter, which is right here. We'll get into actually how to use that a little bit later. The cord cutter, which is also the can opener.
Yeah, very similar to the tool card cord cutter.
Yes. Where's the pry bar?
Oh, so the end here. So the end here can be used as a flathead screwdriver. It works great on things like just those large flatheads on cameras. But you can kind of stick that in there. You can also use it as a pry bar, like so.
Okay. And that's also the box opener.
Yeah, and actually I've seen this little sort of sharper point used with Phillips head screws. It kind of works pretty well. So those are some of the features.
That's great.
The other thing, just some first impressions of this tool. The first thing you notice when you take it out of the box is it's just super light. It's made out of titanium, which we all know is very light. It's got a great strength to weight ratio, but you do not even expect how light this is when you take it out. So if you're carrying around with this with you, it's like you're carrying nothing. The other nice thing that I really like about it is it's just beautifully made. The ends are polished. We've kind of like jacked ours up a little bit from use. The spoon and knife area are like a shiny polish, and then the middle part is a bead blast titanium, which looks nice. And the other thing, you can tell the quality. You notice all the smooth edges that are supposed to be smooth are really nice and smooth, and then the edges that are supposed to be sharp, like this peeler edge or the cord cutter, you got a nice sharp edge on that. Even the serrated, butter knife is pretty sharp, and you can cut some good stuff. So
I have a lot of experience with these like double-ended eating utensils.
Right.
Like I spent a lot of time in like national forests and like just running around. And I always had like a fanny pack, and so I'd always get
you're a fanny pack guy, okay.
Who doesn't like fanny packs,
right.
number one, but number two, I'd always have like one of these in there. I am a fan of these kinds of tools, but I feel like this is just the next step up. So like if you get a plastic one, it's gonna get the job done, but this is like one that will last you, like it's the only one you really need to get.
It's gonna break and eventually and like
yeah, plastic one's just gonna break in half.
You're gonna take care of this. It also comes with a cool carrying case, so you don't need to put it in your fanny pack if you don't want to. If you don't have one.
If for whatever reason you are not a fan of the fanny pack.
If you're missing your fanny pack or you left it at your girlfriend's house,
if you've lost it.
Yeah, there's just a lot of cool features. As Aaron discussed, the can opener is sort of in this area here, and it works like any kind of Swiss Army knife style can opener. Although it's probably not the easiest to use can opener in the world, but it works really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was botching that anyway. But that was a good long string. Is there anything that you don't like about this, or would like to see a little bit different? Or
so I'm not a fan of the little carabiner that they like that comes with it. It's nice because it has like the little full insert like branding on there, but it's hard to kind of navigate around and. I'm not sure that I would personally use it. I can imagine using this, especially if you're like backpacking and you want to attach it to the outside of your.
Well, it's kind of the right size for you don't want a big carabiner when you're doing this. You're kind of keeping it pretty minimal, but it's just a small little carabiner, right? It's not.
Yeah.
Don't do any rock climbing with this. But yeah, and the fact that it's a little hard to rotate is kind of a feature in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I really like it. All the features are super usable, with the exception, I think the can opener is a little bit difficult to use.
Yeah. They should take some notes from the tool card.
Yeah, it'll definitely open your can in a pinch.
Yeah.
So that's not an issue. But if you're trying to set like a speed record, it just takes a little while to get used to, and it just takes it's a little jagged trying to open the can. And then, as we discussed, you can see we played around with this rod a little bit. We had a little bit of trouble getting a spark at first, but then we watched the video, and apparently it helps to kind of rub off the black surface, and then it's a lot easier to get a spark. So we're not going to demonstrate inside, but yeah. So I guess we kind of lost our street cred right there. didn't know how
We're
to
not
use the
inkster enough to like do it
Yeah,
inside.
yeah.
Oh no, because we didn't know how to use it.
Yeah, the
I
ferro
gotcha.
rod. But yeah, I mean, but aside from those few little things, I mean, I think it's a really great product. It's so nice to carry,
Yes.
great to eat with, left-handed, right-handed.
But is it EDC?
That's a good question. So what, Jen?
How does titanium taste in your mouth?
You wanna? I mean, you're.
Tastes like Aaron's fingers.
Yeah, I mean, it probably has a bunch of like ferrocium or whatever you call it, like of the ferro rod on there too. But like,
Oh, right, yeah.
actually, I think to answer your question, Jen, I think that the professional people who taste things like ice cream use golden and also titanium spoons because it doesn't have like an
very
adverse
inert.
taste.
Yeah. It's good. Tastes good.
But is it EDC?
That's a good question. I guess it's kind of up to you. You know what? Is it everyday carry? I don't really consider it everyday carry. It's more of a camping tool for me. It's great to have camping, but you know,
I
like
think
you
that
said,
it also depends on if you have like if you consider survivalist stuff to be EDC.
Right.
So like if you have a bug out bag that has flares in it,
Right.
Are the flares EDC? Well, you might carry it with you every day, but
Right.
even though you're not using it every day.
Right.
So it just comes down to definition.
Well, and you know, it's also, especially if you're trying to be a little bit eco-conscious. You know, maybe you carry a water bottle with you. You know, if you carry this and you don't have to have a lot of use plastic forks and spoons when you go to a restaurant. It's just like it's a great way to really just cut down on these like one-time use plastic utensils. So yeah, so maybe I'm changing my mind. This is EDC, and you should carry it every day.
Because you never know when you might.
You never know. You never know. So that's kind of it with the Muncher.
Yeah.
It's a great little product. A lot of features in addition to the spork, the greatest product ever. And you know, there's other kind of spork multi-tools out there maybe, but we found that this is really cool, and the titanium just puts it over the edge.
Yeah.
Everybody loves titanium. You know, so this is our first show for the Gear Up EDC show. So in honor of that, we're going to be offering a 10% off coupon, and you can kind of get the details on that below in the description section. So thanks for watching.
And let us know down below if this is EDC or not.
Yes, is it EDC, and is titanium the best?
Thanks.